Okay, guys, we just finished the last chapter of Batman Year One, and let me say it was peak, and I kind of enjoyed I've been like annotating the chapters, kind of brings me back to like high school, even though I was just in high school like 7 months ago, just like annotating books and stuff, which I always kind of enjoyed, like highlighting and writing and stuff. I'm kind of a book nerd. But this book was really good. I mean, it's a comic book, but it's still a fucking book. It's peak fiction. It's Batman. It's fucking awesome. What else can I say about it? So this one was the finale. Starts out, Jim's cheating on his wife like a fucking piece of shit, and he gives her a bracelet. What the fuck, Jim Gordon? What the actual flying fuck? What the heck, dude? And she tells him she's gonna be transferring to New York because she doesn't feel what they're doing is right. She's like, I love you, but you're having a baby. You need to be with your wife. I'm going to transfer to New York. I'm getting the fuck out of here. And he's sad, but he's like, I need to be there for my wife. Yada, yada, yada. And then Batman sneaks up, attacks this drug lord and shit, beats the absolute living fuck out of him. Is basically like, I'm going to let you live, but you better go fucking confess. And he pretty much like has this dude out of breathing tube, like straight out the Arkham games. This, like in the Arkham games, he beats the fuck out of someone, and you're like, bro, they're gonna be eating food through a fucking tube the rest of their life. Pretty much what he does to this dude. And the dude's like gonna confess and shit. And then Jim gets called into like the fucking the chief's office, and the chief shows him pictures of his affair. And he's like, I'm leaking these, blah, blah, blah. He leaks the photos, so Jim's kind of getting some heat on that because he was a really good detective. Everyone in the city was behind his back, and the pictures of his affair came out, so now people are kind of like, what the fuck? Gordon finally gets to talk to Bruce Wayne, like Bruce Wayne. And Alfred tells him, like, Bruce is hungover from the night before. Jim gets there and with like his assistant, that one girl he was cheating with, and Bruce is like with some lady. He's really leaning into that playboy persona, like he should, because Bruce Wayne's a playboy. He's got to act like Bruce Wayne, make it seem like there's no way this playboy would be Batman. So he's like drinking alcohol, he's offering them drinks, and they're like no, and he's talking about how this girl he's hooking up with, that he's like cuddling with, doesn't even speak English. How fucking Playboy-esque is that? So it kind of gets Gordon off his tail a little bit. Batman and Catwoman finally meet each other. Catwoman's pretty upset because Catwoman, she keeps like doing these robberies and stuff, and people are blaming it on Batman. So she's upset because she wants to be separate from Batman. She wants to get the press. She doesn't want him to get the press. She's all upset about it. She attacks like these three gangsters, claws their fucking face. Batman shows up, beat the piss out of some of them too. Meadow's shaking her ass behind the camera right now in her pajamas. She needs to get under control. But yeah. And then Jim finally has his son. His wife knows about the affair. She's upset about it. They're going to start marriage counseling. People keep asking her about it. And she's like, yes, I know what he did. I'm not happy about it. So she's kind of upset. And then Jim, their baby, starts crying, and Jim's like, okay, it's my turn. He's only been off his shift for 2 hours and gets a call like, hey, we need you at the office right now. We got to get some shit done. So he heads out, and as soon as he heads out, this dude on a bike starts following him. It's Bruce Wayne. He's not in his Batman costume, but he's sketched out. He doesn't know it's Bruce Wayne. He thinks he's being followed, so he pulls into this garage where he finds like a few dudes, like cops and shit, that kidnapped his wife and his son. It was a setup, and they tell him to meet him at the police station. They got to get some shit done, and they're like, your wife and son will be there, be at the police station, we'll meet you there. And he shoots like two dudes, fucking kills them, gets his wife, but one of the dudes escapes with his son, and then Bruce Wayne shows up on the Batmobile. A fucking motorcycle. But he's wearing a helmet. He doesn't know who it is. He thinks it's like some gangster or henchman or something. Shoots Batman. And then he takes the motorcycle and fucking rides after the car with his son. and the car crashes, and the dude gets out, and Gordon's threatening to shoot him, but he like lost his glasses because he like kind of crashed the motorcycle into the car to make it crash. And then basically it goes and shows Barbara holding the gun at Bruce Wayne, and he's like, I'm gonna save your son, don't shoot me, I'm not a bad guy. And she trusts him. And then he like runs to the bridge, and at the bridge the dude throws off Gordon's baby, and Gordon's like, no. And Bruce runs, jumps, catches his baby from falling on the bridge, takes the impact on the ground because he's wearing like armor, and Gordon doesn't have his glasses. He takes back his son from Bruce, who he doesn't realize is Bruce, and he says, it's an iconic line, you've probably seen it before, iconic comic panel. He says, I'd remember your face and say thank you or something along those lines, but I'm not wearing my glasses, so I can't even make out your face. He goes, but you must have been wearing some heavy armor to take that fall. And Bruce responds with something along the lines of, yeah, you could say so, or something like that, which also they kind of makes me realize that was an Easter egg in the Dark Knight movies, because something like that happened between Gordon and Batman, where he's talking about how he can't make out his face, but he must be wearing like some heavy duty armor to taking that fall. So that's kind of a cool little Easter egg, I realized, just being a nerd. And then at the end, it's like Flask and that one fucking corrupt detective are in court, and one of them gets sent to jail. Well, like both of them, because they were like keeping logs and shit. And the very end teases Gordon. It's him like standing on the rooftop talking about how there's some new guy talking about how he poisoned like the city water system. He's calling himself Joker. And then he says, but he's got a new friend who he's about to meet up with to help take him down. Obviously, the new friend is Batman, and it teases at Joker, which is really cool. And then at the end of the book, it kind of showed like Frank Miller's like drawing since he was a kid, like shit he'd been drawing. Bro, I was gonna put those blueberries in my yogurt. Don't eat all of them.
I was just so interested in your story.
Okay, don't eat all my blueberries, because those are the jumbo ones. They don't last long. But yeah, so that was cool. It showed like a bunch of his drawings and shit, and then kind of like some storytelling, and like also showed like the pre-drawings for the book, like the sketches, and then like obviously the sketches evolved into the actual drawings. But this was the only, well, I cut out two sketches that I liked. I cut out this one. It's cut like the like OG Batman from like the 60s show, the Caped Crusader. I thought it was a cool panel. I got this one. It's after Bruce Wayne catches Gordon's baby, and he's like, the baby's crying, obviously. It got fucking thrown off like 100-foot bridge probably. So probably pretty scary, pretty traumatizing, but the baby ain't gonna remember shit, and Bruce is handing Gordon his baby. This was another sketch I cut out. Thought it was a pretty cool one. Just Batman standing there. And then obviously I cut out the front comic panel, you know, the comic book cover, Batman Year One. And that was it. A very great book. Next we're going to read The Dark Knight Returns. And when I get close to finishing that, because I don't really know how many chapters that's got, how exactly the comic book works, if it's got chapters, if it doesn't have chapters. I'll have to look through it, but it's definitely a bigger book than Year One, it looks like. So we'll see how long it takes us to read. Kind of figure out how I want to go about that. And when I get about halfway through that, I'll probably order like another comic. I think I'm going to switch to a different series. I'm probably going to read a Spawn comic next. So if any of you have ever read any Spawn comics, or want to hear like what the Spawn comics are like, or been interested in a certain Spawn comic, let me know which comic that is. I'll get that comic next. I've always wanted to read a Spawn comic. You know, I don't know much about the character. I'm just always like, this dude fucking aura farms. He's an aura farmer. So I'm excited to read a Spawn comic. But verging off from comics, gym's going fucking great. I'm exploding right now. I'm feeling huge. Yeah, it's been really awesome. I've been feeling great. Been looking good. Been lifting good, getting in all my meals. Sleep this week, obviously we talked about it before. My sleep this week got messed up from that one day, so I felt kind of sluggish and slow throughout the week, a little lethargic, you know. Didn't get the best sleep, but today is Saturday. I'm recording this after my workout. It is 10:24 at night, but I slept in really fucking late, so I'm banging. You know, I'm feeling really good. Tomorrow, I'm probably gonna do some meal prepping, clean up my house a little. I kind of wanted to sweep and mop the floors, clean up the stove top, probably cook all my ground beef, get all my meals ready for the week, and then I wanted to take the running boards off my truck tomorrow, so I'll probably do that. Kind of clean up my truck a little bit. What?
Fix my headlights.
You're gonna be at work.
You can try to take away.
And fix Meadows headlights, I guess. That just got added to my task list. Will I do that? Nah, probably
Yes.
not. Probably won't do that, but I guess if I love her, I'll do it. But we'll see. Depends how nice I'm feeling tomorrow. And she's eating more of my fucking fruits. Anyways, though, guys, I'm probably gonna edit this video, get the upload started so I can upload today. It's gonna be a later upload, which that's all right. I just want to get it uploaded in the time of the day frame, and then I'll at least schedule my upload for tomorrow. Maybe watch a little bit of TV, get ready for bed, set out some shit for tomorrow. I need to pull Chris's clothes out of the dryer, but I already washed and dried my laundry. I washed and dried all the towels and the rugs in the bathroom and got that all put back up. So I'll probably put Chris's laundry away since I'm such a nice person. Because I was just like, oh, maybe Chris's laundry needs done. So I just threw it in there, got it washed, it's done in the dryer. So I'll probably just put it up for him since I'm such a good-hearted person and I love all my friends and family. Anyways, guys, I love you all so much. Thank you for watching. I'm excited to move on to the next comic, which that video will come out. Let's see. It would be Sunday's a workout, Monday's a workout, Tuesday's a workout, Wednesday we will do the first chapter of that book. So stay tuned. I'm super excited to read it. I love you guys all so much. Thank you for watching.